Did you know the fastest goal in football history was scored in just 7.69 seconds? Or that a team once won 31-0 in a World Cup qualifier? Today, we're revealing the most shocking football records that will blow your mind. Fastest goal in football history. Shane Long scored the fastest goal in English League history in 2009, in just 7.69 seconds. The goal came immediately after the match kicked off between Long's team, Southampton, and Watford. This record still stands, and the goal followed a quick counterattack that ended in the opponent's net. Largest goal difference in a match, in 2001, Australia defeated American Samoa 31-0 in a World Cup qualifier. This match is considered the highest-scoring international football match in history. Australia dominated, and the number of goals they scored remains incredibly high. Most goals in a single season. Lionel Messi scored a record-breaking 91 goals in a single calendar year, 2012, breaking Gerd Muller's previous record. Messi scored goals in all competitions, including La Liga, the Champions League, and friendlies. This record has not been broken to this day. Largest football stadium. The largest football stadium in the world is the Runggrado 1st of May Stadium in Pyongyang, North Korea, with a capacity of 114,000 spectators. Although it doesn't often host international matches, the stadium holds large state and sporting events. Most goals in the history of international football. Cristiano Ronaldo holds the record for the most goals in international football, with over 120 goals as of 2024. He surpassed Ali Day's previous record of 109 goals in 2021. This makes him the highest-scoring player in international football history. First World Cup. The first World Cup was held in 1930 in Uruguay. This pioneering tournament marked the first time a competition was organized with teams from various countries. Uruguay won the title, defeating Argentina 4-2 in the final. First yellow card. The first yellow card was introduced in 1963 by referee Ken Aston. Aston came up with the idea of yellow and red cards after witnessing a misunderstanding between a referee and a player in a match. The yellow card was intended as a warning, while the red card was a punishment for more serious offenses. Most goals in a World Cup match. At the 1954 World Cup, in a match between Austria and Switzerland, a total of 12 goals were scored. The match ended 7-5 in favor of Austria, and remains the record for the most goals scored in a single World Cup match. Biggest World Cup victory. In the 1982 World Cup, Hungary defeated El Salvador 10-1. This match remains the biggest victory in World Cup history, with the results so convincing that El Salvador was left embarrassed by this historic game. Football and the Olympics. Football became part of the Olympic Games in 1900 in Paris. However, it was the first edition to include football, and the competition was restricted to amateur players. Football became much more significant in the Olympics after 1930. Most spectators at a match. The 1950 World Cup final between Brazil and Uruguay at the Maracanã Stadium in Rio de Janeiro was the most watched football match in history, with 199,854 spectators. This remains the highest number of spectators at a football match to this day. Most European titles. Real Madrid is the most successful club in European competitions, with 14 Champions League titles, as of 2024. The club has been dominant in European football, with many of its titles won in recent decades. Most goals in a European championship. Michel Platini scored a record 9 goals at the 1984 European Championship, which remains the record for most goals scored in a single European championship. Women's football. The first Women's World Cup was held in 1991 in China, where the USA became the winner, defeating Norway in the final. Women's football has grown in popularity since then and now attracts millions of viewers worldwide. Fastest red card. Lee Todd became the fastest player to receive a red card in 2000 in an English League match. He was sent off just 2 seconds after the match began due to an awkward reaction at the start of the game. Most Ballon d'Or awards. Lionel Messi holds the record with 7 Ballon d'Or awards, as of 2024. The Ballon d'Or is an award given to the best footballer in the world, and Messi won it 4 times in consecutive years: 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012. First football match filmed. The first football match filmed took place in 1894 in England. Although the footage was very rudimentary, it marked the beginning of football films. Most goals scored in friendlies. Pele scored a record 77 goals in friendly matches during his career, making him the all-time top scorer in friendly matches. Football's global reach. Football is the most popular sport in the world, with over 3.5 billion fans worldwide. The sport has become a symbol of global connection and joy, with millions following matches on every continent. Fastest goal in World Cup history. Hakan Şükür of Turkey scored the fastest goal in World Cup history in 2002. The goal came in just 11 seconds during a match against South Korea, which ended with Turkey finishing in third place. If you enjoyed these mind-blowing football facts, don't forget to hit that like button. Comment below with your favorite football record, and let us know what you want to learn about next.